Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever part of the day it is. Say it with me. I hope that it's good. Welcome to day 4, guys, and it's about to go down. And when I was a Puerto Rican, we ended off with Esmeralda pretty much saying when she's talking about her relationship with Yolanda, she's pretty much said that if it's gonna compromise who I am, I don't need the companionship. No new friends. I don't need no friends. We already know that she don't like people. And now we know that even though she kind of liked the Yolanda was not exempt from the pettiness and the shade of Esmeralda at this point of her life. Whatever the case may be, let's dive right into day 4, the next part of our reading. All right, I'm going to throw myself in the corner nicely. Again, it's day 4, y'all. We're going to review the objective just like we did yesterday. We're still trying to make connections. That's that text to self connection, text to text connections. And we're going to learn another connection today. We're going to learn how to annotate a passage. We're going to talk about answering questions pertaining to the text being right now, when I was Puerto Rican. To do, we're going to go over our expectations. Those are our beatitudes. We're going to have that mindful minute just to center ourselves and bring ourselves into the space. We're going to do our do now activity, or we're going to talk about the do now activity, and you guys will go and do it. We're going to review the key points in historical context. We're going to also review the criteria for success, just like we did yesterday. And honestly, it's annotations again. We're going to closely read When I Was Puerto Rican by Esmeralda Santiago. Continue reading it. And then I'm going to let my little birds fly, my falcons fly off and do your independent work so you can go be great. You will need your handout. Okay? So where's the handout? You're already in Schoology. You already should know where your class is by now. English 1, Mrs. McCoy. Week 1, we're still in week 1. It feels like it's almost over, but it isn't. It's just not quite yet. Excuse me. Day 4. And then scroll down past the mindful minute, past the do now, and there is When I Was Puerto Rican, continued. This is our handout that we're going to be working with. So you might want to pull it up. Right here, you're going to see When I Was Puerto Rican, the Google Doc. And just like you know, it makes a separate copy for you. Okay? All right, that's how you get to it. And I already have a copy pulled up over here. So I'm good to go. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to actually try that side-by-side thing that we attempted yesterday. Just because I think that it would be, beneficial to you that we do that. So let's see if Mrs. McCoy can get it right this time. All right? Okay. Okay. That's pretty good. Let's open up the other one. Make that smaller. All right. And that's pretty decent. Let's make this bigger so we can move on to before we can start with our norms. I'm sorry, our beatitudes. Beatitudes for our classroom expectations for virtual room 114. This is the fourth day that we are actually saying these things. So say it with me if you can. Be engaged. I'm going to be respectful. I'm going to be great. I'm going to be myself. I'm going to be beyond myself. That's the way we're going to chant it. We're going to say, today I'm going to be engaged. I'm going to be respectful. I'm going to be great. I'm going to be myself. I'm going to be beyond myself. All right. So thank you for chanting that with me. If you didn't, thank you for reading it with me. All right. Let's move forward to our mindful minute. Again, it's 1 minute that we're going to center ourselves. I'm going to allow the video to do the talking. And so just read and listen. All right, let's go.
So sitting comfortably, just taking a big deep breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. As you breathe in, noticing how the body expands. As you breathe out, just watching the body soften as you gently close the eyes. And rather than the mind leading the breath, allow the breath to lead the mind. Notice the sensation of the breath. Notice it where you feel it in the body. If you need to, you can just gently place your hand on the stomach. And just following that rising and falling sensation. Nothing else to do. Allowing thoughts to come and go. And when you're ready, just gently opening the eyes again.
Now we're ready to be great. I hope you guys engaged. I hope you guys joined in. Let's go and talk about our do now. Again, our do now activity, we go to Schoology, and it's going to be in that day 4 folder as well. We bypassed it when we went to our actual handout. The do now for today is listed here. Just click right on it. And for the sake of this presentation or video lesson, I'm going to go ahead and project it on my slide. It's the exact same thing from my slide. So right now, what I would like you to do instead of prolonging the lesson is to pause right here after I explain the directions that you're going to do, what you're going to do. Pause and then come back to the lesson when you are ready for the next step. Okay? So yesterday I decided to do chunking the lesson. That way, if you're able to do the do now and do the welcome, you can stop there. You can go to another lesson to do another part of the lesson. And I think that you guys are handling that a lot better. You guys can email me, message me if that is not working for you and you prefer just one continuous lesson, and we'll talk about that as well. But for right now, I'm going to stop right now after I read the instructions, and then the next lesson will be on the next slide. Okay, so for your do now activity, you're going to watch the video that says fantastic facts. They're fantastic Puerto Rico facts, and you're going to answer the following questions. Puerto Rico is the size of what state? Do you need a passport to go to Puerto Rico? All right, go.